I hate that I even have to make this video. But only reason why I have to do it is because my complaint will not be sent in and reviewed till 30 days. So this video is to Spirit Airlines and Spirit Airlines only. I will never fly with you ever again. And you guys have caused such an emotional damage for me and my children. Yeah. I hate that I even have to get on the freaking internet to talk about this. I'm trying to be very professional about this, but yeah, let me just go ahead and give y'all the spiel about the trip from hell that I went through with Spirit Airlines. Starting off, I was led to the wrong gate at Charlotte Douglas. The lady told me that the Orlando gate was at another gate. Went up to the desk. They told me that the flight had left and that we would have to find another way to get there. Okay, another way. You're looking at me like, why'd you fly Spirit anyways? I had to be back at work on Monday. Spirit was the only people who had the shortest layovers because I could not get stuck. Again, I had to go to work. Teachers came back today. I work for the county. Okay. They gave me two options. They were like Tampa or Orlando. Orlando would leave at 9 p.m. Tampa would leave at 1. At this point, I just decided to go with Tampa, but I would have to call and make any modifications to it. Called the customer service airline. They said it was going to be $25 for modifications, and I would have to pay the additional fares for it. Excuse me, not doing that. Let me speak to your supervisor. I spoke to a supervisor named Anna. She told me that she could do nothing about it. To hang up and call again and speak to another person. Cool. Thank you, Anna. I hung up and I spoke to a representative. She told me it was going to be $99 to make any modifications to my flight. Asked to speak to her supervisor. Her supervisor did his big one. He put me on a flight to Tampa free of charge, got us on the plane, and fixed it for us to go back to Tampa. I had to cancel my rental car. I had to make a new rental car at Enterprise for Tampa for us to drive 1 hour and 30 minutes. Again, because I missed my flight to Orlando due to being told to the wrong gate, my luggage is in Orlando's airport. Okay. Got back to the airport at 10:35 a.m. My sister dropped us back off. The flight for Tampa was supposed to leave at 1. It was delayed. Not 1, not 2, but 3 hours. 3 hours. Everybody received a text for a food voucher. I did not receive a text at all. They said they sent it to me via email. I'm wondering why I didn't get a text. They still don't know why I didn't get a text, and they seen on their system that they didn't even send a text. So, yeah, it was forget us then. We boarded. The people that helped us at Charlotte, at first the boy gave us a hard time telling me that my car seat was not able to get on the airplane, when on the side of my son's car seat it says available for aircraft. Yes, I can read, and I would never buy a car seat that I couldn't drive in or fly in, sir. Thank you for that. And he tried to read it again, and I read it out loud, and another person had to read it for him. And they said I could fly with it. So now I'm able to get on the flight 10 minutes later. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. All right, after that, we get on a flight. Cool. We ended up going to Tampa. I get there. I get my rental car. I have to drive 1 hour and 30 minutes to get to Orlando. My bags, again, remember I told you they're in Orlando. I'm calling the airport. They're trying to put me through to Spirit's baggage claim. Nobody's at the desk. Nobody's answering the phone. Now I don't know where I'm going. I don't even know where y'all are located in the airport. But now I'm parking this vehicle and we're going in here to get my bags. I have 4 Pampers, 2 iPads, 2 chargers, and I need my kids' clothes. We're going to Disney World in the morning. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Now I am going to Tampa. We are in Tampa. We are now boarding the flight to go. They allowed me to pre-board. They helped set up the car seat. They helped put my kids in. I am so happy. Tampa had the best service that I had out of the whole trip. Tampa. Whoever works at Tampa's Airlines for Spirit, you guys deserve a raise. I said it. I approve the message. You guys helped good. We got on the flight. Cool. The Wi-Fi did not connect. I purchased Wi-Fi. I have 2 kids that are iPad kids. I purchased the Wi-Fi. Did not connect. Paid $30 for the Wi-Fi. Did not connect on any of our devices. I pre-purchased this. I had to repurchase the Wi-Fi. All right, they told me that I can request for a refund. I sent in my request for a refund. Anyways, we get to Fort Lauderdale. Getting to Fort Lauderdale, we get there just in a lick of time for us to board. This is the part where I hope I don't get to crying and get upset. I'm trying to keep it professional for this video. Gets to Fort Lauderdale. Again, everybody has let us pre-board because I have to install a car seat. Get there, and there is a Latino girl and an African-American woman that's at the desk. The African-American woman is not there just yet. It's just a Latino girl. She's a young girl. At that, she can tell that I was traveling with 2 kids. I have a car seat that needs to get installed. So I was supposed to board the plane with pre-boarding so I wouldn't be in everybody's way. That's what pre-boarding is for. Not because I have children, let's put it there, but because I have to install a car seat. I asked her, ma'am, hey, I need to, I'm wondering if I pre-board with them. No, you're going to get in line with the rest of them. I hope you don't think you're a priority. Said that, cool. At Fort Lauderdale, there's nobody, like, making lines, so it doesn't even care if you're in group 1, 2, 3, 4, or freaking 5. You're gonna stand there because you're trying to get on the aircraft. Then during the whole time, there's a human trafficking freaking commercial the whole time, and I have 2 kids by myself. A black woman with 2 kids, 2-year-old and a 6-year-old. Yep. At this point, everybody basically that was in priority 4 and 5 group, they were like, ma'am, please get in front of us so you can put the car seat on the aircraft so you won't be in the way. Like, I don't know why they didn't let you go. The lady that had seen it all, everything that happened to me from Charlotte, she found us. I'm so happy to see her. If she comes across this video, she was the sweetest darling, and she sent a complaint in for me, as well as the other lady that was with us. They let me in front of them. Another family was like, please get in front of us so we can get you on the aircraft. You're traveling with 2 kids by yourself. I could never do that. I finally get up there. They're giving me the whole talk about the car seat being FSA approved. The Latino girl is like, why doesn't your car seat have a tag? Ma'am, it doesn't need a tag if he's sitting on it inside of the aircraft. Yeah. I told her I was supposed to pre-board and that I had already wrote a complaint. At this point, I'm just overstimulated at the fact that you really are treating me the way she was treating me, you guys. Like, she was talking to me like I was the scum of the bottom of her shoe. And I was being a sweetheart. If you know me, I'm usually one of them. And I had to be professional in front of my kids. Her and her co-worker began to talk about me badly, and the people behind me, they took note of that and they told me that. But now I want to talk about just Fort Lauderdale period and about the flight that took place. Rolling my son, because he has a car seat carrier, down the aisle trying to get into the aircraft. I looked at the flight attendant. He was a Caucasian male with longer hair, and I said, hi, I'm gonna need help putting the car seat inside. He looked at me, flipped his hair, and he kept walking. The Caucasian lady, a black family, and another Caucasian lady came, and they took my kids from me to help, and they asked me, let me help you the best way I can. Let's get this car seat. Lady took the car seat. I'm walking with everything else that we have. I have a diaper bag. I have my daughter's bag. I have my son's bag. I have 2 blankets. I'm doing this again by myself. This is the part that got me. Like, they watched us struggle walking through the aisle where it was multiple people helping me with my kids. At this point, everybody that was in the back of the aircraft was helping me with my kids, putting them on. And then a flight attendant from the back who was not there in front was like, oh my gosh, when you get off, we can help you. But at this point, I didn't need any help because I had the help I needed at this point. Finally was able to get off the aircraft, and heard that the Latino lady had called me and my kids bitches, that was talking about deporting us off the plane from Fort Lauderdale. I did nothing to her at all, just being a God-fearing woman at this point, because I couldn't act up in front of my kids. To any single parent that wants to fly with their kids, do not choose Spirit Airlines, because it has put an emotional toll on me, and I cried on the aircraft in front of my kids because I could not keep it together. But again, this is Spirit Airlines. I hope you get this video soon.